Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Anwar Youssef Dunbar, and this is Big Discussions 76 Sports. First of all, please like this video, please share it, and please subscribe to my channel. Well, hey guys, I'm back with some post Michigan versus Wisconsin post-game reaction. And I'm doing this one in a voice-over format, so you're not going to see me this time, but I just wanted to capture some thoughts on the Wolverines' 38-17 victory over the Badgers up at Camp Randall. So if you watched my pregame thoughts, my opinion was that the Wolverines' best chance to win would be putting the ball in the air early and often with Cade McNamara. And when I turned the game on, I was pleased they were putting the ball up. Cade McNamara wasn't completing everything, but they were taking those shots down the field. And it was my opinion that that's what they needed to do. They weren't going to be able to just run the ball up the middle, and they weren't going to be able to just try to solely beat Wisconsin by asserting themselves at the point of attack on the ground. So I was very, very pleased to see those balls being thrown downfield early on to Blake Corum, and then down out to Cornelius Johnson. Cade McNamara, let's see. I'm just going to take a quick look at the stats here via Google. Let's see. So in terms of the quarters, Michigan scored 7 in the first quarter. Wisconsin didn't score anything. Michigan got 2 field goals in the second quarter. The Badgers seemed to be on their way back in the second quarter, putting up 10 points. Michigan came out and scored 7 points in the third quarter. Wisconsin didn't score anything. And then Michigan pushed themselves ahead for good in the fourth quarter, scoring 18 points, while the Badgers scored only 7 for a final score of 38-17. Cade McNamara, went 17 for 28 for 197 yards and 2 touchdown passes, both of those to Cornelius Johnson. We needed Cornelius Johnson to step up as the number 1 wide receiver with Ronnie Bell going out. Interestingly, after halftime, Jim started putting in J.J. McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy was able to punch the ball into the end zone himself with the help of his teammates in that third quarter. He threw for 56 yards, and he threw a touchdown pass to Dalen Baldwin. In that, I believe that was in the fourth quarter. And by the way, Dalen Baldwin, there was a play where he could have secured a first down. And I think Joel Klatt pointed out that when the opposing defense is playing zone, as the pass catcher, you have to run to that spot, show your chest to the quarterback, and just catch the ball. But he went across and he kept running. But that's neither here nor there. They got the W. He scored a touchdown, and it all worked out in the end. Let's see. Looks like Alan Bowman got in right at the end and threw a pick. Our two-headed monster at running back, they got marginal production, but that's not to be unexpected because Wisconsin was looking for that. So Blake Corum carried the ball 15 times for 46 yards and no touchdowns. And Blake actually took a hit from that Wisconsin defensive back with the hyphenated name. They don't have the stats loaded up yet here on. They don't have the defensive stats loaded up here on Google just yet. But he took a shot early on, and it looked like Blake Corum might have become a little bit shy because he and the defensive back both went out. But he carried the ball 15 times for 46 yards for an average of 3.1 yards. Hassan Haskins carried the ball 18 times for 44 yards and an average of 2.4 yards per carry. J.J. McCarthy, when he got in, he showed some of his mobility. He carried the ball 3 times for 7 yards, but I think one of those was for a first down. So I think, yeah, guys, I think that this is what we needed to see. We needed to see the ball go down the field. I was very, very pleased. And I ended that last video, my pregame thoughts, with saying, geez, I hope Josh Gaddis and Jim, please call an aggressive game plan. Please call a creative game plan. And so I was very, very pleased to see that flea flicker. Of course, the flea flicker is not a new play, but it showed a level of creativity in the passing game that we had not seen thus far. And yeah, they played a balanced game. The running game got stuffed this week, but the passing game, they tried to assert themselves through the air, and it worked. The defense, they played a good game. I think we were all getting a little bit concerned when Wisconsin and Graham Mertz put up those 10 points in the second quarter. But Mike McDonald, made some adjustments in that at halftime, and the defense came back out and they were stout. Daxton Hill got a really good hit on Graham Mertz. It looked like in his rib area. He got knocked out, and then the Wolf kid came in for Wisconsin, and he couldn't do much. One of the guys, I think it was David Ajobu, I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly, he caused a fumble on the Wolf kid, and Chris Hinton Jr., he recovered it. That was one critical turnover. Another critical turnover was on the kick return in the first half. So everything today seemed to click. Jake Moody, he hit all 3 of his field goals, so that was encouraging. And in general, everything just seemed to click, and there seems to be a energy and a bounce about this team that we haven't seen in a while. Jimbo looks a little more carefree and a little more, I'll just say a little bit more carefree. And we know that the pressure was on him last season, and the pressure was on him going into last season. So this looks really good. It looks like the coaching changes he made were wise choices. And the team is 5-0. In all likelihood, they're going to ascend a little further in the polls from 14 upwards somewhere. I mean, I don't know if they're a top 10 team. They certainly have some more tests to come, and I want everyone to keep in mind that while Wisconsin was stout on defense, their offense was kind of iffy. So now the question is, now that we know that we do have some semblance of a vertical passing attack, I would like to see some more in the middle from Eric Gall and the other tight end. What's the kid's name? The other tight end. Let's see. I think it's Luke Shoemaker. I think he's the other tight end. Now that we do have some semblance of a passing attack, we knew that Cade McNamara could sling the ball down the field from last year. So now that we have that, now the question is, how will Michigan do against a more complete opponent? This is like the heavyweight division of the prize fighting circuit. You beat a guy who can only throw left hooks. You can beat a guy who can only throw uppercuts. You can beat a guy who can only lock you up and tie you up. But how are you going to do against a complete fighter? So now, how are the Wolverines going to do against a complete team? A team with a stout defense and a team who can run it and pass it. now that's what we need to see going forward. I believe the Wolverines have Nebraska next week. I think we're going out there, but don't quote me on that. Either way, the next opponent, I believe, is Nebraska. And yeah, that's the question now. How are they going to do against a complete opponent? This is a young team, but it seems to be improving every week. And I think what we saw today up at Camp Randall was very, very good and very, very encouraging. Good job, Coach Harbaugh and the coaching staff and the players. There's more work to do, but good job and congratulations in going 5-0. So let's see how the rest of the schedule unfolds. Hey guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you want to throw something in the tip jar, that information is below this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Go blue. And as always, remember that your attitude determines your altitude. Take care, and I will talk to you the next time. Bye-bye.